so we do it. This is when you come to lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This is rhythm, I lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This is when you come to lock down the street. Alright, so we chop it, so we do it. Land down we lock down the street. So we chop it, so we do it. This is when you come to lock down the street. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune. All I'm full of, we go play back again. And everybody say, yeah, 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 yeah. All I'm full of, we go play back again. See them tackle up the big tune.
Check, check, check. Microphone check. Can everybody hear me first before we get in the sim? Can you hear me? Welcome to the FSBN network. Hope you can hear me. So give me a thumbs up. It is Friday night. Sean, hope you had a good week too. Happy Independence Day weekend. Yes. That's really cool. Can you hear me? That's really what matters. Why is this thing doing this to me? Alright, give me a 5x5 if you can hear me as we're getting carts pushed in here. Check. Check. Yep. Okay, good. Well, here we be. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I know last Friday we didn't fly because we flew on that Monday before. So we're flying today. We got a new graphics card in place. I hope you all had a great week. And yes, it is an Independence Day weekend, that is for sure. So we're excited to bring this flight to you. This is going to be a short flight, folks. I mean, we're talking less than an hour airborne. So once we're airborne, it's probably about 40 minutes, which I like. Those are the kind of flights that I really like to do because they're wicked fast, and that's kind of how we like it. We got a 5x5. Sean, by the way, this scenery, I have to thank Sean. He stayed after a couple weeks ago, and we kind of hammered out St. Louis, and this is the scenery in St. Louis. We have scenery also in Des Moines as well, so we're going to have scenery both spots, both airports. And without any further ado, let's jump in the flight deck. We're going to do a turn, and we're going to start loading this front end bin here. I don't know why this is on a departure hold, but it shouldn't be. So I got to release this dump cart, get it out of there, and then I got to reconnect. And I'm not just gonna, I'll put some weight in there. I think, nope, there's actually no weight in the back, so I'm not gonna put any weight in the back. So it'll just disconnect from the aft. This cart's gonna get out of here, and then this baggage will pop out and be gonzo. Sean, how's the 390 be treating you? You know, I've still got to dial it in. Antoine, what's going on? Hello from St. Louis. Hopefully you folks want to fire your jet up. We've still got time, so get in here and let's go. We're going to go to Des Moines. We do have ATC on board. Kansas City Center just sent us a message. So let's talk about paperwork really quick. All the good stuff you folks like to watch, review. All right. Our release. Your general stuff, we're going from St. Louis to Des Moines, Iowa. We are in 268WN. That's the flight we just took from Sacramento. And we are in a 700. We're looking at Des Moines. Got an altitude of 958 feet. Distance, look at that. 238 nautical miles. That's like nothing. Once we're airborne, 48 minutes, folks. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. It's really quick. It's just a departure out of here. We'll go to MCM and then Des Moines. We're going to be busy. This is actually hard on flight crews because it's so fast. Winds are right there, 267 to 36. We're looking at minus 33. We're climbing up to 30,000 feet. Fuel, we're taking on 9.9. We should have zero fuel weight of 115.3. We'll check that before we go. And there's our takeoff weight at 124.9, which is under our maximum landing weight, which is fine there as well. Let's take a look at some of the weather apps that I wanted to show you. Some real cool apps we've got here. And I don't know if this is going to be... let's see here, where are we? St. Louis. No results. Alright, I'm trying to pull up these apps because in the absence of a good radar, you need, in the aircraft, you need a good, what the heck? We need a good radar. What is this thing doing to me? I don't know. That is not what I'm talking about. So... St. Louis, how's that? Let's try that one. Yes. Alright, let's pull up the weather radar. Whew. I'm thinking, what's going on? Alright, this is a really cool app I just bought. I love it. It shows you real high fidelity of radar. You can see right there what we got going on. Pretty cool stuff. You've got this big old cell working its way through. Kind of right in between us and where we're going to go, to tell you the truth. So we've got St. Louis is here, and we're going to be flying this northbound route. So we're here. We're going to be going northbound. There's a cell here. I wonder if we can kind of skip around it to this way. But we'll kind of have to check that airborne. I don't want to go to the west because we got another cell here. So if we could go almost direct north and then cut over, that'd be great. But I think once we're in Des Moines, we'll be okay. But getting there might be an issue. So let's keep that on the radar, so to speak. Looks exactly like St. Louis too. Yes, it's cool. Awesome. Good. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this thing dialed in. Right now, I want to start boarding passengers. We'll start the flight. Career mode. And here. 48 minutes. About 19 minutes till takeoff. I'm good with that. We are Wi-Fi equipped. We're not going to serve a meal. Alright, so we've got passengers boarding now. Look at the QR. I already added a few things here. 25, 28, 34. I've already dialed this stuff in. Kind of programmed this already because we had some time. I figured I got in chat a little bit early so we could do things like this. The squawk code is ATC give us 2120, so let's go ahead and dial that in. And then we'll do our flows and be done with this thing. 2120. 2120. Well, let's go to 0. We'll go 20 there. Okay, I'm just going to keep that off. Again, remember we just flew in this aircraft from Sacramento, so this is not one of those. This is a quick turn, just a through flight it's called, so you don't have to do much, which is really nice. I'm going to turn on my fuel pumps right now. I don't know if they're going to work. My panels don't work because PMDG just did a release. They started, the panels work, but nothing works on the panel, right? So I could still manipulate the buttons and stuff, but PMDG did this update and really broke everything. Broke the SDK for the panel configuration, so that's kind of why it kind of stinks. All right, we're going to go there, come down here. The packs are good. We'll just leave them the way they are. Get on the overhead panel. We're going to climb up to 30,000 feet even, and we're going to, what did we say, 900 feet? 958 feet. 950 will work for me on the left side today. That's fine. We'll come down here. I'm going to bump up the display units just to give us a little light because the sun's going down. We're going to be flying in the sun. So let's get it lit. Sorry. All right. Now, altitude is showing 29903. So I'm going to standard here. So let's see if that works. That does. So 29903 will come zipping down over to here. And we're looking at runway 39, it looks like. I think. Or 29. They give us 239. There's no 39. 29. I think they gave us that. It says... I don't know. Let's see if we can get an ATIS. No ATIS call. No ATIS call. KC, what do you got for me? Additional information, departure frequency 125.725. I'm guessing in real life they're flying out of here with 30s. Looks like, or 29 rather. So, taking a look at the chart, 29 is, where are you? 29 is way out of the way. I mean, I don't think they'll give us that. They might just give us 30 left, which is fine. We'll take 30 left. All right. All right, guys. Did I lose you on the chat, folks? You're here. Anyway, welcome. How was your week? Hopefully your week's going well. I've had a real busy week, like always. It seems like it's not slowing down at all. Matter of fact, feels like I'm like way behind. That's kind of par for the course, though, isn't it? I'm gonna throw that one on. Flight director's coming on. Climb altitude. Whirly 7. We're going to be, if you're following along on your charts, pull that chart up. We're going to be climbing out to about 5,000 feet. So let's see if nothing works. Like nothing works. So I'm going to have to redo this. I don't want that. Redo this one more time. Just going to get rid of this thing right there, and then we'll put it here. Hey, Ryan, quick question. How many bags can you fit in the front of a 700? Estimating a bag count. What do you think? And Ryan, you're flying too. I wanted to stop by and say hi to you on your channel. He's over on Twitch. Let's see if this thing works. I can't get this thing. Oh, is that Gary? Hey, Gary, what's going on? Gary is in Australia, and he's going through the winter. So it is cold. It's cold there. I'll tell you, Gary, it's probably, what? I'll give you Celsius. It's probably about 36 Celsius for us right now. How'd you like that weather? It's hot. And you know, it hasn't been too hot, which is good, because normally when it's hot like that, by the way, that 36 Celsius, for those of you who are, that's about 96 degrees, give or take, area, right around there. So we said 5,000 on the climb? I forgot. Yes, $5,000 on the climb here. Ooh, good. All right, that's on. We're going to reset the fuel flow. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to come over here. We don't need to test that. We will test the oxygen just in case we blow an engine or something. We need to breathe. And then our trim. All right, let's hit the parking brake because ACARS isn't like that. We don't need to do anything like that in terms of, you know, fire tests, all that stuff. That you don't need. It's not required. All right, squawk code's good. Let's go and run the checklist. Let's get the heck out of here. I'm going to go ahead and click traffic. We'll center that, and I'll click terrain. Terrain's on. All right. Tristan, how are you? Evening, Captain. Glad I can make it. I'm glad you're here. That's for sure. Well, I haven't done a 700, but the 800, yes. Front. We put 75 bags in the front, so 10 bags in one bin. Bin 1 and bin 2 is gate checks and 75. Right, gotcha. So the 800, you're packing everything in the front, which we just did. The 700, I was just wondering, you figure if you could fit, you figure 75, you're hitting out 80, that's an 800, so much bigger than a 7. Maybe 60, 65 and a 700, give or take. That's just for curiosity reasons more than anything. But I would venture to say more than 50. For sure. Okay, I'm going to release these carts, get them out of here. And let's run our checklist. Let's push back and roll out. So I love through flights, and this is why I like through flights, because I'm not bogged down doing a whole bunch of checks and stupid crap. That takes forever. It's just really quick. All right. 4-star FSC's program briefing is complete. Like I said, probably going to get runway 30, I'm assuming. Or basically a 305-degree heading outbound. I'll go ahead and change that heading to 305. Just going to throw it in there. One less thing we have to do. All right. And then our course anywhere, I'm guessing. I'll guess with you. But I'm worried about that cell, that's a thunderstorm up ahead, so we got to, you know, maybe we could kind of interpolate where the thunderstorm's going to be. It was a full flight, it was like 130, 140 bags. Okay, yeah. So that's how many bags it could fit, about 130 in the front. I just, on a 700, it's probably going to be a little less than that, but I would assume a full flight, if you're jamming all the bags in there, you know. And what do you, let's say another thing, if you've got, I would assume, let's say you've got a full flight, full boat. So the 800, what is that pushing? 174? How many bags did you have? You said 180? That's about 130. It's about right. You're never going to have 180 or more. It depends where they're going. I mean, Burbank, they fly to Burbank, so that's probably not going to be an issue. All right. Where was I? Okay, briefing's complete. Oxygen mask, we've checked the quantity. EECs on the overhead panel, the EECs are on. Navigation switches, normal. Display switches are auto and normal, and our fuel. Let's get to the fuel panel here, folks. Man, fuel, we've got enough.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
Okay.
Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you.
Okay, flight
If you are
instruments
seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
My graphics card is pushing. I mean, it's a 3090. It's probably the best thing on the market, so it's not the cheap review, that's for sure. It might be the issues with the scenery. I just want to make sure that's zeroed out. Okay, before start checklist is complete. Let's go to before fuel, before push, and let's see what we've got in store for us. So let's go ahead and see what the zero fuel weights. Look at that. So 2,000 under than what I anticipated, which is a lot of fun. And that doesn't work out for us. Okay, 24, 27, 34. So all that is good to go. Okay, takeoff weight is definitely low. We're at 123.9 on our takeoff weight. We estimate about 124, so that's about normal. Never going to be exact. N1s, okay, 40 over 31, 93.8 reduced set. Runway is going to be 2.9er so far. That might change. Flaps, I've got PWB says 1, CDU says 1. V speeds 24, 27, 34, 34 is set. And stab trim is going to be set 5.64. That's good right there. And then minimum cleanup altitude, that's set 2,000 feet. Flight deck door and all of our doors, we'll kind of shut the doors and let's get the heck out of Dodge here in just a minute. Okay, so the passengers are boarded. Let's go and make sure everything's off the aircraft. It is. It looks like we're going to go ahead and remove the air conditioning unit. And let's go. I had one guy who was heavy large, and I'm pushing him up our ramp just to get in the last part. Gets him, says, I can make it from here. It's freezing here. We're 45 degrees at the moment. Yeah, that's nice and cold. We had 3 to 4 specials. I gotcha. Okay. Gary says I'll be looking out for them. Pop's got a video. He's got some, if you like trains, he's got some train videos up there. That's pretty cool. Is there a plane on top of my plane? No, there's not. Okay, it looked like there was. The performance on this thing is a little wonky. I don't know yet. We're going to see. Thank you. Just cold here. Yep, there it is. Engineer Ed 51. The videos were released on the 4th at 7 a.m. Eastern. That's cool. Yeah, by the way, I'll have to tell you about my firework issue. Because every year we go out, we go large on fireworks in this house. We probably have 50, 60 people in our cul-de-sac. Every year it's a big bang. Pun intended, right? So this year we had like one box was like probably 3 feet and like 2.5 feet high, 140 shots or something like that. There was 40 shots of straight aerials like 150 feet. Just huge. Big finale, right? I mean, we have a pallet of fireworks delivered, not like UPS. We have a pallet. A semi-truck comes in, backs up, opens the door, and gets a pallet and delivers a pallet of fireworks. That's how many fireworks we have. I mean, it's so much C4 in my garage. But this year, we're in such a drought where the governor's like, hey, be careful. There's some restrictions around. There's a lot of red areas. Like the wind's up and it's really dry. Like my grass is like brown, right? Because of the water restrictions. We have issues. We just have a lot of issues going on. So, especially in the west here, in this west belt, there's a ton of problems. And anyway, guess what we had to do? I had to sell all the fireworks. We had to sell them all. So it broke my heart, man. I was like, what? I was so mad. But I mean, for the right reasons. You got a greater good, right? If that thing travels 2 miles, and it could, and it lights something on fire, guess who's paying for it? Yeah, you're looking at it. We'd have to pay for it. And there's a couple people in the news saying we did it last year. It lit the field on fire, and next thing you know, it cost them the entire. I mean, it was bad. So we're trying to stay away from that this year, I guess. We don't want to get nailed or light anybody's house on fire. I almost did that as well a few years back when it was getting built. Like this neighborhood was getting built a few years back, and one of them tipped over. There was an aerial, and it tipped over. It was one of those cylinder stupid things. If you folks are lighting fireworks with cylinders, it's this round shape. You got to get 2. Now I have this. But I have 2 cinder blocks that I actually slap the fireworks in between, and they will not move, right? So I have 4 cinder blocks I usually use 2 at a time. I set one up, light one off, get the other one ready to go. I mean, it's like a full-on production. That's really cool. But anyway, just to let you know, it's pretty cool. Okay, 1935. Just want to get going here with time on the push. It's 1935, so it's now. We're going to go ahead and push. Let's get out of here. That's coming on. The passengers are still boarding, so I'm kind of waiting for that. Let's go ahead and call. I'm going to tell them to hustle their crap up, Don't want to be expedite the boarding process.
We're ready up here if we can finish the boarding process a bit sooner.
We'll see what we can do.
Sit down.
No promises.
Shut up. All right, let's go. KC 125.725. You know where that movie's from? 125.725. 125.725. So anyway, that firework that blew off hit my neighbor's garage. They weren't even moved in yet, right? So they were in the process of getting it built, but the stucco was on the house. And there's a big whole white streak. It was terrible. I can laugh about it now because nobody got hurt, but still, it was like everybody's running. Ah! It was. So from that point on, I've always put my fireworks on actual cinder blocks. I hold them in. I don't care if they're square or round. It doesn't matter. They're getting cinder blocks. And I haven't had one tip over yet since I've done that. Ah, good stuff. If Utah goes up in flames. Aren't you in Cabo? Are you in Cabo right now? I saw some pictures. That's awesome. How are you, Scott? Hope you're well. You look like you're having a good time over there in Cabo San Lucas. Looks like a lot of fun. I wish. All right. I do want to check A-cars before we get this thing rolling.
We're ready to go when you are.
Really good. That was perfect timing. I got to tell you. Good timing. I enjoyed that. All right. We're going to go ahead and release the ground power now. We're on the bus. We're going to go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and pull the chocks. We'll go ahead and turn on the beacon. Get outside. There goes the jetway. Really cool scenery, by the way. We got to shut the door. That's not cool. So let's go ahead and close the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 913, which serves to Des Moines. Our flight time will be roughly 48 minutes.
She says Des Moines, but
cabin
yet
doors now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed.
Welcome
if you have not already,
Chicago.
please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap.
I mean,
your tray tables and
Des
seatbacks
Moines?
must be
She
in the
knows
full
Des Moines?
upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
All right, folks, let's do this. Now I went back there in April.
Okay, sir.
Oh,
The
okay.
bypass
Well,
pin is
welcome.
installed. All
back.
doors and hatches closed, and all ground equipment is removed.
Anyway,
the parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Scott on
Parking
Discord
brake set.
sent
Lifting the aircraft.
a picture in Cabo San Lucas, and I used to go there every week, and we had it.
Standing by for
I
pushback.
call him a friend, and he would be chilling. I gotta call him up. Hang on. 125.725, I think. Let's see if this dang thing works. 125.725. Good. Settings. Audio. Okay, that should work. I don't hear him. Let me just see if I got him. What is it? 913.
Brickyard 4834,
Yeah. All right,
ready for push and start.
Push and start are ours, right? Ground control, assign beacon code, current ATIS for taxi instructions, okay, whatever. There is no ground control.
Brickyard, since you're not pushing on a taxiway, you can push and start at discretion, advise ready to taxi. Expect runway 30 right for departure. Brickyard 4834.
30 right? Son of a
Kansas City Center, Gateway 130, ready to taxi, runway 30 right.
There's an aircraft right there. See it? All right, let's push, folks. Oh, there's another airplane right
Gateway
there.
130, runway 30 right, taxi via Charlie, Golf, Echo, cross
pushing.
runway 30 left at Golf.
Okay, taxi via Charlie, Golf, Echo, cross 30 left at Golf, Gateway 130.
Outside, throw the brakes.
Please set
Let's
parking
go.
brakes.
What? Oh, this stupid thing. Hold on.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Really, dude?
Parking brakes are released.
Piece of crap.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
All right, let's go and push this thing. And
Kansas City Center, good evening. Cactus 1776 on the ground at St. Louis with Mike. Request push and start.
Cactus 1776, Kansas City Center, thanks for Mike. Push southeast on Charlie is approved, or facing southeast, rather, facing southeast on Charlie. Expect runway 30 right for departure, advise ready to taxi.
30 right, I'm going to change all that.
And push approved, facing southeast, and expect runway 30 right, Cactus 1776.
We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened
Look
throughout
at
the flight
that, that's
as
pretty.
you may experience unexpected
If the
turbulence.
tug wasn't underneath the
There are
nose,
several
it'd be
emergency
really
exits
cool.
on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Turn the elastic behind your head and tighten the straps if necessary.
Parking brake
And
set.
don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Oxygen is flowing to the
Brickyard, you said you're ready to taxi.
normally.
Roger.
Before
If you're
right.
traveling with
Brickyard 4834, give way to the MD-80 on Charlie, runway 30 right, taxi via Charlie Golf, Echo, cross runway 30 left at Golf.
In the unlikely
Positions
event
all
of a water
sufficient.
landing, a
Thank
life
you and
vest is
goodbye.
located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so,
Brickyard 4834, runway 30 right, taxi via Charlie Golf, Echo, cross runway 30 left.
To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft.
Charlie Golf,
If it doesn't
Echo,
inflate
cross
automatically,
runway
you may
30
blow into the
left.
mouthpiece
Brickyard
for manual
4834.
inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to,
23,
your seat cushion can be
26,
used as a secondary flotation device. Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Please securely stow your
I'm gonna
personal
start number
items.
two,
Make
or
sure your
number one,
seatbelts are
rather.
fastened and
Go.
seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors
Man, that's
located in the
not
laboratories
cool.
is prohibited by law. All of this information
And I
and
thought
more
I had
can be
this
found in the
card
safety
dial
card located in the seat back in front of
We're
you.
not.
We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions.
We're
Thank you
not
for
allowed
flying with us, and we
fireworks. They
hope you
stopped
enjoy
that
your
years
flight.
ago. Yeah, it kind of sucks. The new format for Southwest roads are really good now. Yeah, he's
Gateway
Patrick
130,
did a
can you
great
please
job.
verify that you are squawking normal squawk altitude and coding on?
I didn't know.
Gateway 130 should have Mode Charlie on now.
Thank you.
All right, let's fire it up. We're firing the engine. Go through this pretty quickly, folks. Before we done that, I still got to wait before taxi, but I'm waiting for the engine to light, so we're getting a light on there. Got a good light off there. We've got rollback coming up. All right, we're going battery, APU off. Hit the wrong button. Always hit the wrong button.
American 403, contact Indy Center 119.55 if I haven't already. Good night.
Max coming on. 1, 2, APU bleed off. Dropping down here, looks good. On there, flaps 1. Check him out. Check it out. There we go. Ready to get back out of here. Taxi checklist. Electrical generators are on. Probeat is on. Anti-ice off. Flight controls are free. Flaps 1-1 indicates 1.
Kansas City Center, Gateway 130, holding short, runway 30 right.
Who's Gateway? What are we squawking? 21 something. 2120, folks.
Gateway 130, runway, fly runway heading, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff, wind 040 at Niner.
Fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff, runway 30 right, Gateway 130.
Kansas City Center, Southwest 913, squawking 2120, taxi.
Southwest 913, runway, Kansas City Center, runway 30 right, taxi via Charlie, Golf, and Echo, cross runway 30 left at Golf, follow the A320 Neo on taxiway Charlie.
All right, we got Charlie, Golf, Echo, and we'll cross 30 left. We'll follow that A320 for Southwest 913. What A320 Neo? Right there. Ah, crap. Gotta
Please note the
hold
cabin
yield
lights
to
will be
him.
dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
It's really like... Taxi lights are on. Alright. So we're gonna go Charlie to Golf. Straight across, 330 left, and then we'll go Echo.
The cabin is ready.
Thank you.
American 1269, Kansas City Center, Roger, runway 1 left, taxi via, I think looks like you're close to Delta. Okay, runway 1 left, taxi via Delta, and sorry about that, I can't see you guys real good from the zoomed out view.
Alright, drive it like you stole it, dude. Let's go.
And Kansas City Center, Cactus 1776, ready to taxi.
Cactus 1776, runway, Kansas City Center, runway 30 right, taxi via Charlie Golf Echo, cross runway 30 left, follow the Southwest 737 on taxiway Charlie.
Taxi 30 right via Charlie Golf Echo, cross 30 left at Golf, and follow the Southwest Cactus 1776.
Gateway 130, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
Gateway 130 climbing through 1,100 feet.
Gateway 130, climb, maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000, Gateway 130.
Alright folks, I'm worried about that weather, so I'm just going to kind of take a peek and see if I can find...
Kansas City Center, Southwest 3102 on the ground at St. Louis, looking for IFR with Des Moines with information back.
Look at American. Slow. Oh, man.
Southwest 913, Kansas City Center. Good evening. Standby number 1. Break gateway 130. Turn right. Direct Twilla. Resume the gateway 1 departure. Climb maintain level 350.
Okay, direct Twilla and climb to flight level 350, gateway 130.
What do gateway is?
I'm sorry, that was Southwest 3102. Southwest 3102, I'm going to send that via PDC if that's all right.
PDC's flying Southwest 312.
Boy, we're in the conga line today. I like it. Alright, we just checked that. Oh, man. This scenery is beautiful, by the way. They did a good job. I don't know about the performance, but so far so good. We're going to go ahead and cross 30 left now. We're going to go past, this is called Gulf. You can see G, that's Gulf. This looks cool. The textures are beautiful. They've done a really good job at this airport. Thank you, Sean. Again, if I didn't shout you out, I am now. Because it's fantastic. I'm glad I was able to showcase it to you folks. I mean, I know last week we had kind of a crappy deal going on there. Cleared. Look at that windsock. It's almost a direct crossing. It's going to be fun. Dude, you got to go on Echo. We're turning on Echo. I'm going on Echo. I don't know what he's talking about.
Brickyard 38, there 4834. You should have made a right turn there. You'll be at an intersection. Will you be able to accept that? Do you need the distance?
See ya.
But yeah, departure should be fine.
Oh yeah. V1. Rotate. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Brickyard 4834. Okay, thanks. Runway 30 left at Golf. Cleared for takeoff. Fly runway heading. And wind 040 at Niner.
Confirm 30 left?
Sorry, Brickyard, I'm so thrown off because you're at Golf. I apologize. Cancel takeoff clearance. Brickyard 4834, fly runway heading, runway 30 right at Golf. Cleared for takeoff, wind 040 at Niner.
30 right at Golf, clear for takeoff, and runway heading.
We're going on the runway.
Southwest 913, runway 30 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 30 right, Southwest 915, 913.
American 1269, fly, runway heading, runway 1 left, cleared for takeoff, wind 0, tree 0 at 10.
Lights coming on, folks. Strobe lights are on. I'll check all my lights right now. That's good. That's on. That's on. That's on. Strobe. We got wing lights are on. Now we're going to hold here. Let that guy go. We'll get our recording software rolling. Yes. Did he go? He's gone. Alright, I'm going to click record and we'll start recording this. Okay, checklist coming out. Where was the checklist? I just got thoroughly confused. Alright, checklist.
All aircraft be advised, area of light to moderate precipitation, about 10 miles in diameter, 3 miles west of the St. Louis airport, moving east.
I want to turn directly north. Get it. You don't want to mess around. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to mess around with thunderstorms in this place.
Brickyard 4834, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
2,300.
Brickyard 4834, turn right, heading 090, climb maintain 15,000.
Right, 090 and up to 15,000, Brickyard 4834.
I don't know why all those reset like that. They shouldn't have. Okay, before takeoff, departure plans complete, attendant notification complete, electrical generators on, anti-ice is off, packs are
Southwest 913, RNAV Pyongyang, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff, wind 040 at 9er.
Okay, copy the winds, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 913. And by the way, we might need to deviate once we get over and we'll see.
Just let us know, there's not much traffic, just...
Roger. Okay, we go. Toga. Bring him up. Okay, the airplane's going to want to pull to the right.
American 1269, radar contact, altitude leaving. American 1269, thanks. Climb, maintain, flight level 380, and turn left or right direct to SOA, whatever the plane tells you to do.
It's drag a wingtip. Gear up. This doesn't work for some dumb reason. I told you, it's all screwed up, the SDK. Yeah, it looks good to me. What are you talking about?
Southwest 913, radar contact, altitude leaving.
1.3 for 5.
Southwest 913, climb, maintain, flight level 300.
300, 913.
And just let us know if you need deviation there.
Roger, roger. 00.
DeSoa, Delta Oscar, Sierra Oscar Alpha.
Alright, flaps up. Go ahead.
Thanks, my bad, I didn't catch on to the reback. Brickyard 4834, climb, maintain, flight level 390, tree dark Twilla, resume the Gateway 1 departure.
Alright, let's do this, auto brake.
Kansas City Center, Southwest 3102, ready to taxi at St. Louis.
I'll go ahead and pull up my retractables.
Southwest 3102, Kansas City Center, runway 30 right, taxi via Charlie Golf Echo, cross runway 30 left.
Okay, 30 right, Charlie Echo Golf, or Charlie Golf Echo, cross 30 left, Southwest 3102.
Let's go
and
through 5,000.
KC Center, Cactus 1776, ready to go, runway 30 right.
Cactus 1776, runway 30 right, line up and wait, break Brickyard 4834, climb and maintain flight level tree 90, and proceed direct Bible Grove VOR. Now, Bible Grove, resume the gateway departure.
Say again, that was blocked.
Brickyard 4834, climb maintain flight level tree 90, proceed direct Bible Grove VOR. Resume the gateway 1 departure.
Okay, I'm going to turn the start switches off right now. Don't need them.
90, direct Bible Grove VOR, and resume the gateway 1 departure, bridge 34.
We're all set. Pressurization's coming up.
Thanks.
Climbing.
Cactus 1776, runway, correction. Make sure I give you the right one. RNAV Pyong, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff, wind 040 at 90.
RNAV Pyong, cleared for takeoff, 30 right, Cactus 17.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet, so you may turn on larger portable electronic devices.
Do whatever the airplane
tells you. This is
tells
also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory.
That's not good advice.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee.
I don't see any weather. I mean,
Jordanian 1, contact Fort Worth Center 135.17. Happy 4th.
I'm going to keep heading on here,
Fire
folks.
175, and you have a good Independence Day, my friend. Enjoy the beautiful fireworks.
Thanks, you too.
It's pretty sweet.
I'm actually going up to Miami International because there's a park right nearby. They put on a good show.
Nice.
Nice. Have fun.
Okay, folks, let me tell you, this is going to be a quick ride. Once we're airborne like this, it's like a 40-minute hop. Okay, we got flaps are up, gears up, and we're just hanging in there. I don't see anything. It's a good ride right now. Of course, this is 2020, so I don't know if it's accurate.
Gateway 130, contact VND Center 119.55. Happy 4th.
Looking at
119.55 for Gateway 130. You have a happy 4th yourself.
And I don't know the altitude. It seems like it's dissipating, but there is a cell that I think we might be just kind of getting over here. It looks to be not even there. I don't see it. It's not even populating. I'll show you kind of where it is on radar here in real life.
And Kansas City, Cactus 1776, airborne 3.5, climbing 5,000.
Sure.
Cactus 1776, Kansas City Center radar contact.
So we're here.
Checks, climb, maintain, flight level tree 50.
See, we're kind of flying
flight level tree 50,
right toward the cell, but I don't see anything. So, I mean, looking at my reflectivity in terms of echo tops, I don't.
Southwest 3102, RNAV Pyong, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff, wind 040 at 90.
17,000.
Okay, RNAV Pyong, cleared for takeoff 30 right,
just my
Southwest
first solo
02.
trip from Dallas to Denver, Southwest Max. Sweet, man. It's really good. Do whatever the plane tells you to do. It's probably the best quote I've ever heard from air traffic control. Do whatever the plane tells you to do. Well, how about no? Okay. We're through 18,000 and nothing's going to work. So, yeah, nothing works. My panel's just broken because they got to fix it. So we'll just have to do this manually. Going through this. I'll tell them a good ride right now. I mean, it's 2020, so I don't know. It's dissipating. It's more north of us. It looks, I mean, in real life, it's probably nasty, but right here in the sim, I'm fine. I wonder, I do have Rex weather radar. I wonder if I should start using that. I don't know. But I will tell them, good ride. Kansas City Center, Southwest 913.
South 913, go ahead.
I mean, in 2020 so far, we got a great ride up here at 20,000.
South 913, thanks. I'll pass that along.
It's probably not accurate. I'm just saying. I'm looking at the weather radar going, yeah, okay, there's weather here. But I do not see any. Unless I have the wrong. It says live weather.
Kansas City Center, Gateway 140, link pickup IFR to Pittsburgh.
Anyway. Sean, Jason, did you get a new lighting under your desk? I did get new lighting under my desk. You guys see that? It's red.
Gateway 140, Kansas City Center, stand by for
the kind of
Semi PTC giving
for
140.
for Independence Day. Cool. Not bad. Yeah, I did that. We'll do a blue light for descent and landing. How's that? Looks like there's our clouds. We're
Yeah,
over
Kansas
the top.
City, Southwest 312, passing 1.3 for 5,000.
South 3102, Kansas City Center, air contact. Climb maintain, flight level 340.
Climb maintain, flight level 340, Southwest 312.
Do you guys like the lights?
South 3102, there's an area of precipitation at your 1 to 2 o'clock and approximately 2 miles, light to moderate, and about 10 miles in diameter. Preceding traffic, Southwest 737 reported a smooth ride through the area. Let me know if you need any deviations.
Okay, we'll let you know. Southwest 312.
That's pretty good. So there's two things. I have Rex weather, and I wonder, I haven't used Rex weather because when it forces it, it like jacks it up. So I stopped using it, but I probably could. Usually Microsoft has been pretty good lately with weather, at least from what I could tell. This is not what you would see with the radar we were looking at. You would see nothing but clouds right now. Even though they are dissipating, it looks more to the north. It doesn't look very high, the cell. The problem is, I think it's right there. I can see it. You kind of see it off the wingtip. So I think we're going to miss this crap, at least from what I can tell. Anyway, MCM, and then it just dies, so there's nothing there. We got to go direct, right? What's our flight plan say? MCM, and then we're just going to go straight to Des Moines. So let's go ahead and plug that in our legs page. MCM, and then DSM. You gotta love these airports that don't have any, they don't have any stars or anything located. It's just straight up. Look at the top of Descent coming up. Graham cracker, I love that. Just crashed the plane. That's hilarious. Sean says looks nice. Good. The pilot is a hack. Anyway, we got top of climb coming up. That looks like 37 knots on the nose. And we should be good to go. I like I said, I don't think these cells are very high. You know, we'll see as we turn, but it doesn't look too bad. All right, we got 29 for 30 coming up. And here's the level off. You always want to guard the yoke right now. It's a good thing in case if the autopilot goes haywire on you. That's always a smart thing to do, is never trust the dang thing. That's what he said. Just do it with the Airbus. There must be an Airbus in front of us, right? Was he an Airbus? It looked like an Airbus, but the model matching probably wasn't right. So, all right, there's 30,000. Looks smooth. We're going to go ahead and turn off the seatbelt signs. I don't see any bumps or anything like that, so let's kick them off.
Center Southwest 125 is back on voice.
South 175, Kansas City Center, roger.
All right, so we're going to get ready for descent. It's going to pull to
Brickyard 4834, contact Indy Center, 119.55. Good night, happy 4th.
Over to understanding, thanks you to Brickyard 4834.
Now let's get weather here for Des Moines. It's going to happen really fast. These flights, these short flights, really, they happen quick, right? So if you're sitting idle on one of these flights, be prepared because it's never good. It's because it's that quick. So you always want to make sure you're ahead of the game, ahead of the airplane, ahead of the weather. Right now, Des Moines, calm winds. 10 statute miles visibility, which is great. Few clouds. at 22,000. View at 30,000. It's kind of what we see out the window, so that's good. Temperature's 25, dew point 14, altimeter is 3003. All right, good to go. So let's go ahead and program this thing. Looking at the airport, looks like calm. I'd rather take 3-1 because we're kind of headed right at it. That's a 9,000 footer, which is fine. Plenty of runway, plenty of pavement. The quickest taxi would be 5, but I'm going to guess 3-1. I'm going to request that just because it's right here. So
that was 175. Contact Indy Center 119.55. Have a happy 4th.
1955, same view, Southwest 175.
I'm going to actually dial that in. I'm going to just dial it in on standby. So, looks like runway 31. I'm just going to plan that. And looks like, again, it'll be a visual approach. The weather's beautiful. We'll back up the ILS because that's always a good thing to do. So you want to back up the ILS. Even though the weather's beautiful, just back it up. Always a good idea to do that. Matter of fact, it's proper procedure, to tell you the truth. And we're going to go arrival. Runway 31. Now, you could do a couple things here. You could, if you were just like doing a visual, I'm going to show you something. If you were doing a straight up visual, you could just come down here and go 3-1.
Special aircraft hazardous weather information, convective SIGMAT 20 Central, and convective SIGMAT 25 Central, Missouri, Kansas, Kentucky, Illinois, and Missouri. Again, valid until 0155 Zulu, considering areas of thunderstorms. Further information available from air traffic control upon pilot request.
Nice. So, what I just did, I don't know if you saw what I did. I said runway 31, I want to extend the center line 15 nautical miles, okay? So that's really cool.
City
so
Center, Gateway 140, ready for push and start.
That's what you would do if you didn't have any, like, backup. But we do, so we're going to go ahead and click arrivals. I'm going to go ILS 31, and I'm just...
Gateway 140, push and start approved, advise ready to taxi.
But I'm
not.
not.
Runway 30 right.
So I'm just
push
going
start
to
approved.
There, there's a nice
advisory
discontinuity,
taxi,
which we're going to keep in
right,
there.
140.
We don't want to make, you don't want to do any of that. Runway 31, we kind of keep that discontinuity in there because you don't have that clearance. So you wouldn't want that. You want AC, you don't want to be flying that when ATC is going to be guiding you. So that's why I left that discontinuity in there, because I want it disconnected. I don't want to actually
American
fly
1138 Kansas City Center. American 1138 Kansas City Center, roger, good evening.
Let's get out of here. I'm going to just take a look at this. We're looking like we're going to be in Kansas City, and then we're going to change to 3 centers. Holy smokes, we'll go to Chicago.
Cactus 1176, departing airspace to the southeast. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change is approved. So long.
So we'll be
frequency change approved, Cactus 1776. Thanks for the ATC and happy 4th.
You too.
ATC's drowning me out again. Let me find out what's going down. Stand by. Hold on. It's going to go ahead and open the mixer. That's not right. That's not right either. Okay, hang on just a minute. I'm going to work on this. I'll drop it down right there and see how that works for you. Yeah, Gary, it was the MD-80 stream that we did on that Monday, so we didn't fly on Saturday. I'm trying to give a little more time back to the family. So I'm going to do one flight a week, and that's why I elected to do that. It's because Wanted to hang out with the family a little bit. So we flew on that Monday instead. Beautiful takeoff there, Jason. Hey, thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it, my friend. You can see this kind of crap coming up. I mean, it's quick. And the descent is going to be quicker. It's going to be coming up. It should be up here. I mean, we got to get down to 3,000. And I don't know if eventually Indy Center is going to be on, which we're going to need to talk to. We're going to have to go through Chicago Center here and then Indy Center shortly. So if I program the Cyclone, or whatever it's called, to 3,000, that's good. Again, it's not an active route. It's going to go direct to DSM. So they're going to be probably vectors all over the place, I'm sure. There's going to be nice vectors going on. I can't wait till they get weather radar working there. But what we can do right now is we're going to plug in the ILS. Yep.
Kansas City Center, FedEx 187.
Is that better on the audio?
Requesting IFR to Memphis.
Let me know if that's better for you folks on the audio. Hopefully it is.
FedEx 187, standby one.
I can turn this down just a little bit. You let me know. By the way, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We've got 737 and some different procedures. Let's take a look out of the aircraft. Trying to get a that's over there. Nice view right there. Look at that.
Gateway 140, runway 30 right, taxi to Charlie Golf and Echo.
30 right via Charlie Golf Echo, Gateway 140.
Okay, I'm going to plug in the ILS frequency, and that ILS frequency is going to be 110.3. 110.3. Does this thing work? Yes. 1103. We'll plug that in, and we'll plug in 311. I'm guessing that's going to be our runway of choice. I don't know what's going on. We just made that northbound turn. The thunderstorms are away from us now. They've pushed more east. So we kind of went all the way across. The thunderstorms, I believe, are more north. So we kind of just missed them. It looks like. Yep, family, personal time matter. They do, especially when I'm working a lot. Almost didn't make it out of Midway. Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy. We got heavy aircraft out of Midway, that's for sure. Just real nice. Nice and quiet. It's pretty up here, isn't it? See if we can get a shot. Shot right there, maybe. Cool. All right, 30,000 feet, top of Ascent should be coming up anytime soon. But we'll probably have to hold this up. I was hoping to fly earlier in the week, Ryan said this, but I wasn't feeling it. I was exhausted. Now I'm just less exhausted. It's true. It does that to you, doesn't it? I'm the same way. Sometimes you want to fly, and you're like, I can do it. And then you just get shot. You know, you're burned out. You're whatever. I know the feeling. Especially when you're throwing bags and stuff. That's hard work. That's not easy. 311. Okay, so 311 will go auto brake 2. Again, 9,000 foot runway. I am not concerned with performance. We'll go flap 30 on the landing. Let's go ahead and just program that. Now, I have Top Cat. I'm not going to use Top Cat, but you can. In this particular flight, we're so light. I'm just going to plug it into the FMC. So,
Kansas City Center, Gateway 140, short of 30 right on Echo, ready for takeoff.
Okay. My voice is there?
I'm sorry, yeah.
How's my voice though? Let's see. Let's try to get this bumped up.
Gateway 140, wind 0409er, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff.
We're short at the beginning of left, so we need to cross 0.
I'm going to try to get my voice to raise for you.
Gateway 140, sorry, cross runway 30 left.
That's going to be better. Get the headset. No. I'm going to try to get my headset to go a little higher on you. Or for you. If I can. Okay, this is the audio input capture. I'm going to try to bump my mic up just about 8 dB and see how that works. Alright, is that better for my microphone, folks? Hopefully. I still can hear ATC, which is good. Also heard something about how loud noises causes fatigue. Makes sense with all the loud trucks and engines. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it drowns you out. It's like the airplane noise, right? Let me try something, folks. Is this better on the volume? Let me know if that's better on the volume. Let me call KC Center here. KC Center, Southwest 913, radio check.
Calling loud and clear.
All right.
Kansas Center, Gateway 140, now short of 30 on Echo, ready to take off.
So the problem is,
sorry about that, guys. That was on the phone. Gateway 140, flight runway heading, runway 30 right,
now
clear for takeoff, wind 020 at 5.
Flight runway heading.
Yeah, it's louder. Okay, is it better? Is he drowning me out still, or what? Let me know if that works for you guys. All right, top ascent coming up. Let's going to pull up some paperwork. We can't descend yet because he hasn't cleared us.
913, descend and maintain, flight level 280.
Oh, look at that. Okay, down to 280, Southwest 913. 280, 280, 280. And then we're going to go ahead and click descend. You could click descend if you wanted to. I'm just going to go ahead and click altitude intervene. The airplane's going to start dropping. And now we're on our way down, folks. Seatbelt signs coming on. Seatbelt signs on the way down. We're going to go ahead to 280. This will catch up. And we'll be looking good. Look at this place. Iowa. It's flat.
Center, good evening. SkyWest 4951, flight level 370.
Minimums, let's go and set the minimums. Looks like we'll have down to 958 feet, so that's going to suck. I gotta bring this all the way up.
Who was that calling?
SkyWest 4951.
958 feet. Yikes. Still low? Alright, my voice is still low. How's this? Is this better or worse, the same, or no different? Just please let me know if that's too loud or if that's okay.
That was 4951, Kansas City Center, squawk 2145, ident.
2145, SkyWest 49.
Okay, we've got 958 feet. From 28, 958.
Kansas City Center, Gateway 140 with a few officers. You're climbing through 2,000.
Bad or worse or the
Gateway
same?
140 rear contact, climb, maintain, flight level 350, turn
Hello,
right,
check,
heading
check,
090.
check. Is this better, worse,
Maintain, flight level
or the same?
350, we'll turn right to 090.
I'm trying to talk to him while he's controlling.
Skyway 4951 rear contact, 10 miles south.
Seatbelts are coming on as we're getting into some turbulence. Thanks.
He wanted a 280, wasn't it? Descent check minimums, VRF and auto. I'm going to do that right
South
now.
913, leave my airspace to the north. Minneapolis Center is offline. You don't have to call Chicago. I did that for you. You're welcome. Monitor Unicom, and have a happy landing in Des Moines tonight.
Hey, thanks for the services. Appreciate that, and you have a great 4th. We'll see you.
You too, thanks.
Okay, 122.8 coming in. I'm sorry about the view. And then we're going to push the aircraft over. Altitude coming down. Altitude intervene. Got to tell the aircraft to start descending this thing. Let's go. Hold the speed. I'll open the speed window. We're going to start really bringing this aircraft down. And we're going to go ahead and drop down to 3,000 feet. So we don't have to call Chicago. That was a nice gesture he did for us.
Okay, pilot's discretion.
There we go. Smoking. Look at that. So we're going to go right to Cyclone now. So I'm just going to link that up. It's going direct to Des Moines. We're going to split that and go right to Cyclone, and we'll head 310 on the runway. That's a runway of choice. Coming down here, we're going to go to init ref. We're going to go flap 30. We'll execute that right there. So we're going to go 129, 134. 134 is our ref speed, folks. That's what we want to be. Now the aircraft's holding 280 knots. You can see how high we are. Holy smoke. So what we're going to do is dump this, and we're going to crank up the speed. Watch what happens when we go 392. Watch the aircraft. We're going to go 300 knots. Look what happens. So we've got the brakes out. The airplane's now doing this, and we're coming down the chute. A pretty high rate of descent right now because we have to get down. Look at that. You can see the green banana there. So if you see the green banana, you go, wait a minute, that you're definitely going to hit 3,000. That's right. Let's see how that goes right there. I'm just going to pull the brakes in. Let's see how the aircraft reacts. So I'm going to make this above altitude to a hard altitude of 3,000, because right now it's an above, at or above. I'm going to make it an out and at 3,000 feet. So I'm going to go legs. I'm just going to type in 3,000 here. And you're going to put that right over the top and execute. And what that does is now that says, okay, that's an out and at altitude. Now we're still high, so let's throw the brakes. You can see this green banana is not working for us. So this green banana right here, we've got to get this green banana right on there, and we're going to try to do it with correct altitude or correct descent profiles. And right now what it's doing is it's probably perfect right there, just because I don't want to do that because we're going to burn a lot of fuel, because it's going to level up here, and then we're going to burn 3,000, at level altitude. We're going to burn all this fuel to here. So what I want to try to do is get this green banana just slightly before this. And I'll probably do that here shortly. There's 18,000 feet. So let's go ahead and throw our lights on. We don't need this light on. We'll do that during when we get the gear out. Okay, runway turnoffs are coming on. Those are on as well. Strobe and steady. Wing lights are coming on. And logos, because it's starting to get dark, so you throw the logo on. And I'm looking at 3002. And I can do that with this. 3002, that's in there. And one thing I didn't do was, see, now we're at 4,000 feet. You could see we're definitely going to catch profile with the brakes out like this. A couple things you could do. You could light the brakes. You could pull the brakes back in, which I'm going to do. And I'm going to go vertical speed. And I'm going to see what that brings us. That's 3,400 feet a minute. So I'm going to start decreasing the descent rate and see what that does for us. And we got to start slowing down to about 250. So you see the speed's going to start coming back. I'm going to go 250 on the speed, and then you're going to have to throw brake in because you're going to have to slow the aircraft down now. So brake coming in again. Let's slow the aircraft down. You can start seeing the speed tape here. The speed tape's starting to drop. There's still 13,000. If we can't make it, what we'll do is we'll start cranking up or lower the descent rate, which we're going to have to do. We're at 12,000 right now. Here comes the descent rate. We're going to have to start catching profile. See, there's 12,000. We've got about another 1,000 feet. We've got to get to 250 knot, the speed limit. So let's do 2,400 feet a minute. We're going to go 2,300. And we're right at Cyclone at 3,000 right there. Let's see if the airplane can slow down enough. We're at 280 on the speed. We got the brakes out too. All right. There's 10,000. We're going to go ahead and hit, I don't know what I just hit. Identification complete.
We have begun our final descent into Des Moines.
Alright, there's 10,000. We got to start slowing down. So there's 10.4. Let's bring it down to about 1,900 feet a minute.
Please also store
Let the airplane capture 250.
Or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
Now you can see what's happening in the profile. We're below it again. So we're going to take this off. Okay, let's take vertical speed off. Let the airplane descend. You see VNAV kicked off, brakes coming in, and we're going to let the airplane do its thing now. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to get rid of that. Alright, here we go. What does the airplane want to do, folks? Wants to slow down to 250. Let's get some brake out. Look at how pretty this place is. We're going to help it descend is what we're doing. So brakes are coming back out. All that energy up there, we've got to dissipate all that energy. It's beautiful, just like the TAFs, the METAR. Calm winds, 10 miles an hour, 10 knots, and few clouds at 25,000. You can see we're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit 3,000 Cyclone. It's gonna be perfect. Cyclone, I think it's called. Yeah, this is a fast flight. Des Moines traffic, Southwest 913, about 12 miles from Cyclone. Setting up for runway 31 approach, Des Moines. Okay, once we land in Des Moines, if all goes well, we're going to touch down. We got to roll out. We'll probably roll out on Delta 5. That's our kind of our goal here. We go Delta 5. We got to back taxi all the way down. We'll cross runway 523. And then we'll taxi to the gate. And it looks like Alpha 1 is our gate today. We'll go to Alpha 1. Take it from there. Roger. A beautiful sunset. It sure is. It's gorgeous out here. I'm actually going to start recording this. I recorded the takeoff, but we're going to record this. Because we're going to do a replay on the landing. Kind of like we did last time. Alright, again, visual approach. I am going to use the HUD, maybe, to help us out. IMC. We're going to go VMC primary. Now, this is going to help us out a little bit. And I'll run my checklist right now. Alright, here we go. Descent with minimum set, VREF and V target set. Auto brake is on 2. Recall complete. Descent checklist is complete. Approach altimeters are set at 3002. Packs are auto. Bleeds are on. And start switches are continuous on the left side. Approach checklist is complete. Before landing check coming up. Okay, the airplane's starting to slow down. We're within that 15 nautical mile ring at the airport in sight. See it? Right there. There's our strip, folks. Now we got to start slowing the aircraft up from now till get about 210 knots. Start thinking about flaps. Look at Des Moines, folks. There's nothing here. It's flat as a pancake. Like, look at the terrain. There's like nothing here. A little bit of rolling hills, and that's it. That's the plain country, isn't it? Alright, there we go. There's a level off coming up. I'm going to go ahead and reset this to 0. We're going to go ahead and set the approach on, just for the heck of it. Help us out. And we're getting ready. Cyclone 1.6 miles. We're looking at about 10 mile final right now. Go ahead and start getting some flap in there. Flap 5. Okay, flap 5, we're going to slow, open the speed window. I'm going to slow to 170 on the speed. Des Moines traffic, Southwest 913, turn of final, runway 31, Des Moines. Alright, here we go. Here comes the glide slope. Okay, let's go ahead and arm. Speed brake is armed. What a beautiful sunset. This is a pretty time to fly. It's called golden hour, and it's gorgeous, huh? Okay, this aircraft should level us off about 3,000. I'll get the gear going here in a minute. Once I could see this starting to level off, it's not leveling off. I want to capture profile. I'm going to go ahead and drop gear. And it doesn't work. I'll throw the gear down, flap 15. Okay, gear coming down. We're still holding at 170. We're going to go start slowing down here to we'll go flap 15 speed. That's because we're getting really close. Okay, flaps are 15. We're going to slow down to 134. Des Moines traffic, Southwest 913 on a 5 mile final, runway 31, Des Moines. You can see the city of Des Moines right there, right off the windscreen there. That's pretty cool. Just going to drop this. Kind of helps. Show you some wing shots here. Who's flying the airplane right now? No one. Alright, here we go. Set the flaps. Flaps 30, 134 coming in. 134 on the speed. Got it all set up, ready to go. The airplane is configured. Let's go ahead with the checklist. Landing check. Speed brake is armed, green light. Landing gear is down, 3 green. Flaps are 30, 30 green. What is this, a crosswind? What's going on here? I see no crosswind, yet the aircraft is whoop. There we go, that's better. But still, it's a crosswind. Okay, I'm going to grab the throttles. Oh, let's see how we do. That's off. That's off. Keep that speed in there. I'm just a little low. Little low, Coog. There we go. Little fast. Perfect. Just still a little bit low.
Glide slow.
Yeah, I know.
Glide
I see
slow.
it. Correcting.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
Keep the speed in there. Set.
50. 30. 10.
Reversers deployed and extended. $100. 90 knots. No point slamming on the brakes. I will here in a minute. 60. Brakes on. Welcome to Des Moines. This is brand new scenery, so I've never been to this airport with the scenery on, so let's see how this looks. How's that? Like I said, we're going to make that right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Remember I said off
welcome
of...
to Des Moines. The local time is 8:37 p.m. and it's currently about 77 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off.
Go ahead and turn
Remember
everything
to use
off.
caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
How was that landing, folks? I didn't see the rate. Any tips for the river visual? Yeah, you gotta push it down. That last bridge, you should be about 600 feet. If you're at that bridge about 600 feet, you know you're good. You can make it. If you're higher than that, that's going to be a problem. That's the one advice flying into DCA like that. It's get that thing configured right. I don't know where I am. All right, let's take a picture. I'll turn those wing lights off. Need that. All right. Cool. It's a nice landing. Go ahead and get rid of this. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. All right, let's go ahead and keep pushing. We're going to go up to Alpha 1. We're going to throw this off. And that off. Good. We'll turn that off and that off. Great landing. Thank you. What was it? What was the rate on that? Am I a real pilot? I am. I'm licensed. I was a instructor for angle of attack on the 737. So lots of fun doing that. I got to cross the runway. Standby. Des Moines traffic. Southwest 913 crossing runway 23 and 5. Des Moines. I want to check always. Make sure there's nobody on final on either side. APU's come and start. We got to start that APU. We don't want to be sitting there at the gate with the engines, you know, still running while the APU's running. The APU's off. That's a bad idea. So you're going to want to get across the runway, which we just did. This is great looking scenery. I'm super impressed so far. This is a payware scenery. I believe it's from, I want to say, FS Scenery Builders or something. They do a pretty good job. Alpha 1 is our gate, and I don't know which one I told. I think I told FS this one. We're going to go on this side. Which is going to be like Alpha 3 Bravo or something like that. Yeah.
Des Moines traffic, Southwest 3102, 10 mile final runway 31.
Where's our marshaller? Let's find out if our marshaller is doing the right thing here. Slam on the brake, kick the tiller over. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn off the taxiway. There it is. Which one is it, dude? I probably should have rolled on the other side here. Oh, get out of the way. I'm going to run this guy over. What are we doing here? Alright, this guy's crazy. I'm guessing. There it is, I see it now. There's no line, so. Oh, really, dude? What is this guy doing to me? I have no idea what he's doing. I don't have any idea what he's doing. I don't think he knows what I'm doing either. Alright, maybe we could catch Mike real quick. Brakes coming on. Engines off. Seatbelt signs. Let's turn them off. And we're going to go ahead and throw the APU bleed on. Get the air going. We're going to turn these off. That's off, that's off. Good to go. We'll go ahead and get a, let's see, we get outside and get a picture of Mike here. Throw that off. Where is he? He should be coming in on strobes. I just shut those off. Where do you see an airplane? I kind of forgot where we came in on. We should be on. We were just approaching the sun. There he is. I was gonna say. Aircraft. Jetways coming in. There's Mike right there. It's gonna be a stupid Airbus. I turned it off. There we go. Yeah, look at that. I got to do something with this model matching. Rate was about 146. Not bad. We'll take it. Really got to do this model matching business. Nice job, Mike. Squirt. Good job. Good touchdown. I'll get a screenshot of that. There you go. Look at that. All right, let's jump in here. Let's get this thing ready to go, and then we'll reset it, and I'll show you just a replay, a couple of replays. We'll set the chocks. We'll throw the ground power on and request the air conditioning. We're done with this leg. We are finished. That's the best part about flying, you know, late like this. We are done. Next leg is going to be, yeah, I should. 165 on the rate. That's pretty good. We'll take it. All right, so ground surface, so we've got the power. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to throw off the packs. You don't want to have packs on while the power on. That's good. APU bleed is off. We'll go ahead and we'll throw the packs off. And then we'll shut the APU bleed. APU should be off completely. And then fuel pumps. Everything else is good to go. That's it. Sweet. We got to open the doors, get everything going. So let's do that now. We'll come over here. We're going to go to jetway. We got to open the doors. 0. And then we're going to go ahead and deplane the front. And then we'll click return. Ground services again. Come over here. And they got to wait until you hit start. So we're going to go make sure the door is open. Open that door. Ground services. Back in. All right, we're going to start deplaning. So that's going to get passengers off the aircraft. And they're obviously coming. So we're done with this airplane. We are done with this day. We would be going to the hotel and saying bye-bye. Now, the next flight, we go to Denver. That's about a 2-hour. It's blocked at an hour and 55 minutes. So it's about a 2-hour trip to Denver. Then we've got Ontario from Denver. It's about 2:20. Then we go from Ontario to Oakland, another fast flight. It's about an hour and 20 minutes when it's all said and done. And then finally Oakland to Vegas. I'm excited for that, Ontario to Vegas. No, Ontario to Oakland, Oakland to Vegas. So I'm excited to be done with that. And you can see Mike taxiing in. That's pretty cool. All right, you folks ready to see a replay? I'm going to go ahead and save this thing and make sure ACARS is calculated everything correct. And we're going to go ahead and select PIREP. File it. It is approved. We like that. We are 3 minutes on time. Perfect. All right, I'm going to quit that. And we'll go to inside the flight deck. And we're just going to save everything as is. So I'm just going to zero everything out. I'm going to go to payload, and we'll just zero it all out. So we're just going to set empty, and that helps the aircraft just completely set empty, and we're done with it. And if you wanted to, you could shut it off. I'm going to leave it like this because I don't need to. I think in the next flight we're going to take, it's not going to be in this airplane, it's going to be another airplane. But let me just go to here. We're going to go to actions. Nope, we're going to go here, setup. Save, and we'll save. Recommend saving it November. I'm just going to call it 268WN or just 26801. And then I will execute. While it does that, waiting. All right. When that's over, we're going to go to... Let's see how Mike's doing on the taxi. There he is. We've got to get his AIG thing. I've just got to install it and be done with it, right? All right, let's go ahead and do a couple things. We've got to get off the network. The first thing we do is we're going to do a replay, which we are. So I'm disconnect off the network. I'll delete that. And I'm going to go ahead and shut that off. And then the one thing we want to do is always want to reset on the runway. So I'm just going to click escape. We'll go to somewhere over here. This flight will restart. We don't want to restart the flight, but I want. Oh shoot! I know what I'm going to do. Do you want to see a replay or not? You folks tell me. If you don't want to see it, that's fine. We can just shut it down. But if you want to see it, we can do a replay. Replays or not? AIG works very well. Yeah, I've got to install it. It's just I will install it. I have it. I just not have taken the plunge yet because I'm afraid of breaking something. I don't know what, but I'm going to break something. No, I don't want to restart the flight. We are going to go to main menu though. So I'm just going to go ahead, click cancel there, go over there, end the flight, and then I'll click save. I'll get rid of PAX. All right, one more thing. We're going to go main menu. Yes. And what this is going to do is going to just reset so we could go and reset the game for us, or the simulator, if you will. We are in this aircraft. We're going to go to Des Moines, or DSM. And it's going to kind of jump us there. We're going to go ahead and zoom to details. And what you'll want to do is set it on 3-1 because that's the runway you flew it on. time is fine. I'm going to go ahead and just reverse. It looks like we were on that time about right there. I'll click fly. It says it take a while we install most of the airlines you want to use. Yeah. I heard it's a killer on frame rates. Is that true? Does it kill your frames? That's like one thing I'm really not excited about. So I don't know. Kind of why I'm hesitant doing it is I don't want to destroy the frames. All right, so the time, we're going to change the clock on this, and then we'll go ahead and do our replay. I'm going to just, it was about 8 o'clock when we touched down, give or take. It's like 8:02 or something like that. It was like right there. All right. Now what we'll do, what's so cool about this, is I could come back here and click replay. All right, and then I'm just going to pause it. And let everything work, go in the flight deck, and we're going to speed this thing up. And we'll get it nice. There we go. And I have to shut this off too. Because otherwise... Anyway, we'll do that. We'll set the flaps down where we had them at 30. That's not right. Wrong. So let's go F8, which would bring them all the way down to 40, and then you're going to go F6. That'll bring them down to 30. Sweet. And we're going to go ahead and lock that. Great. All right, you want to see a window view? Which one? That one looks cool. How's that? We'll see how that works. Yep, have a good... no frame rate problem would be good. We'll have to do it. All right, let's get outside the airplane here. We'll do one replay, and then I'll let you folks go. Let's see where we touch down at. That's most important for me, right? Is where we put it down. It just looks humid, doesn't it? With this weather. That's a nice shot. Sean said, lost my internet for a bit, missed the landing. But happy 4th. Well, yeah, you too. Here comes the landing. How's that? It's a replay. So we get to see it. Yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody. For those of you who celebrate. And the reason why I'm doing this, I want to see where we put this thing down on. It is pretty. What a pretty approach, right in the sun like that. Really nice. The scenery is great. Oh, Jason, got to keep it higher than that. All right. Take out a light. Ding! Wow, did we touch down before the... Alright, I gotta see this again now. Gotta pause. Pause, ready, pause. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we touched down a little early. Little on the early side, right there. Alright, let's get a picture. Kind of want to look at the flare. The flare's alright. We're on one wheel with just a touchdown. That's really cool too. Sorry folks, I'm getting some good shots. That's cool. Love it. So little on the short, a little shorty. Because we want to be about touching down the boards right here, or just slightly after them. So it'll work. I mean, it was low, but... That was a really nice shot. Let's get a little bit higher, get some sun glare. Alright, I'll let it go. Nice. Cool. love it. You gotta love that picture. Something about the 7.3 and it's really nice. Head on like that. Alright, that's it. Go ahead and pause. Alright, folks. I hope you all have a safe 4th of July next week. Yeah, I guess next week we're going to head over to Denver. It's an hour 55 minutes from Des Moines, and it is in the 700. So, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. And until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you later. Seatbelts are coming on as we're getting into some turbulence. Thanks.